Will ICP become deflationary, or when will it become deflationary? Hey, I have a treasure trove of data for you. Buckle up, smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section, all for the algorithm. I'm looking at everything and I'm going to give you my honest opinion as to if and when that will happen. But before we dive on into this, this is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please don't do your own research. I am not a financial advisor, and while I appreciate that so many of you are hopping in from all over the place, you've got to hit that subscribe button. I'm making multiple videos every day, including my price prediction videos with ICP. My price target is $223.40, by the way. Price target videos dropping every morning at 6 a.m. You don't want to miss a thing. And while you're hitting that subscribe button, be sure to turn on the notification button so that you don't miss a single thing in this rapidly evolving crypto space. All right. Let's go ahead and dive on into this. A few things I want to talk about first. Looking at their circulating supply, ICP, looking backwards, has been very highly inflationary. That's just reality, okay? When they launched with a circulating supply of about 125 million. As of today, the day that I'm making this video, they're at 456.49 million and increasing. Would I say that they're increasing rapidly? All right, let's forget about this big vesting release that we saw in April of 2023. Would I say they're increasing rapidly? I would say yes, they are still increasing rapidly. And so we've got to understand what's going on and why there would even be hope that their supply would turn deflationary and that their holders would be rewarded by the fact that the supply is decreasing and is becoming more scarce. So a few things here. Number one I want to focus on is vesting unlocks. We still have a little bit left to go, about 10% of an increase with vesting. We have these linear unlocks, 36 months that we're almost done with that one, and then 48 months at the top there that we still have about a year and a half from the day that I'm making this video. That gives us a total increase of 42.22 million. And you can see these last two unlocks that we're seeing here, 2.37 million in May of 2025, 2.37 million in June of 2025, and then apparently, supposedly, we are done with unlocks. We still have another year and a half, a little under a year and a half for these unlocks to happen. There have been a lot of unlocks over these last several years, but that is not the only thing that's contributing to internet computer being inflationary. And so what else could cause the supply to increase? Well, we have two main things here. Aside from the vesting, we have the voting rewards, or governance rewards, as I will be calling them in this video. And then we have the node rewards for the node providers. But we do also have a burning mechanism with ICP. So every single canister, some of the ICP contained within that canister is burned. And so here's the thought, the kind of thinking that we will have here over the years is that as the internet computer network grows, as people find, even the general public finds a decentralized computer to be much more attractive than what we're seeing as a centralized computer with Amazon Web Services, etc., that they're going to flock to internet computer in droves. I do believe that's going to happen at some point. And as that happens, it's going to be gradually, and then it's going to be suddenly, and then who knows, maybe there'll be mass adoption and it will take off. And so we'll see more of a burning mechanism with smart contracts, with DeFi, with general use. And yeah, there is a burn that's happening right now. But you've got to understand, you've got to have some perspective as to the rate of burn in comparison to the rate of rewards, because there is a drastic difference as of today. All time, the amount of ICP that has been burned is 158,161. We are in an uptrend. We will continue to see more gradually than suddenly. We will be at a point one day when there's millions of ICP burned, but we're not there yet. And then if you compare that to the increase with the node rewards and the governance rewards, you will see a stark contrast. So node rewards, 10.7 million ICP created, minted as of today. So 10.7 million in comparison to 158,000, that is a significant increase, and that's what we're seeing in the circulating supply. That's fine. That's fine for now. There will consistently be node rewards. There will consistently be governance rewards. Governance rewards are much higher. So 34,074,300, excuse me, total ICP released to the voting rewards for voting rewards. And again, another increase, a much higher increase than the 158,000 that we have seen burned so far. However, that is projected to increase. It's going to increase over time. As of the day that I'm making this video, it's at 7.18%. That's going to go down and level off at 5% by 2029. So we will see a decrease in that. We will not see a decrease in the node rewards, and we will certainly see an increase in the supply burned. But again, this is reality where we are now. We are far off from ICP being deflationary. If you're in this just for the next bull run, ICP is going to be highly inflationary this bull run. That's okay. If you're in this until 2029, in my opinion, maybe that's when the next euphoria is going to be after whatever we're expecting for the upcoming years or so. Even then, in my opinion, ICP is going to be inflationary. It's going to be less inflationary. With the decrease of governance rewards, with the increased usage of the network as the supply is burned, with vesting ending, it's going to be less inflationary, but we still have a ways to go, like I've already said. Now, some positives. I mean, other than what we're seeing with all of that stuff, with increasing use of the network, here's a huge growth area for internet computer that I have seen, and I'm going to continue to talk about this. I've talked about this in a couple of videos already. ICP has consistently, over these last several months, been one of the top gainers when it comes to TVL in their network. So right now they're at 36.38 million. Now there's some confusion about that. We're not actually at all talking about the ICP that's staked. That doesn't count when it comes to TVL in DeFi. But what we're seeing with ICP is a huge potential for growth in DeFi. 165% increase in their TVL over the last month. I believe that this is one day going to be one of the top 10 in DeFi, in TVL. They have a long way to go. The top 10, Manta's number 9 at 465 million or something like that. That's more than a 12x from where ICP is now to being in the top 10. When it comes to TVL, it's going to get there. We know that DeFi and ICP is an area of need, that it's a growth. It's going to get there. And who knows, maybe even one day it'll be number one, but a long way to go with that. Ethereum has multiple billions of dollars. I think it's like $30 billion locked in right now. And so how much of the pie is ICP going to take? Going to have to wait and see. So a lot of potential with that, lots of potential for growth in the network. Here is internet computer. Here is from the horse's mouth their projection as to cycles burned versus node rewards versus voting rewards, okay? So you can see, just like I said, the governance rewards are decreasing over time. The node rewards are increasing over time, and they will continue to increase. But governance rewards decreasing, but issuance, it is declining as of right now, but eventually overall issuance will increase. However, here are the projections in terms of cycles burned over time. We are not even at the end of year one right now. So this, in my opinion, is an aggressive projection. But if that happens, I mean, yeah, gradually, then suddenly, like I've been saying, we would see lots and lots of ICP burned. And I do believe that this is going to happen. Now, am I projecting that this would happen by year 6? I mean, listen, these are people who know more than I do, but I would also say they have an incentive to sell you the dream of ICP being deflationary. So year 6 in this projection would be by the end of 2029. That seems a little aggressive to me. Just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're right. And you can see what that would look like over time is that we would peak between year 5 and year 6. This chart was created in 2023. So 4 and 5 years from now. And then around this point right here, right before the beginning of 2029 or end of 2029, excuse me, we would see ICP becoming deflationary, and that would be huge. So total circulating supply would peak around 725 million, but the burn would exceed the issuance, and then we would see the amount of ICP decrease. That would be fantastic. This is, in my opinion, absolute best case scenario, but it's a good goalpost for us to consider as we see more and more growth in the internet computer network. So with all of that in mind, here are some final thoughts. Number one, we are far off from seeing the supply of ICP become deflationary. That's reality, but we're so early. It's okay. It's okay. But number two, as we see growth in the network, it will become much more likely that ICP will become deflationary, kind of a dust statement. I believe the projections, as I have said, are a little bit too aggressive and a little bit too hopeful. It's okay. Again, I'm in this for the long haul. But last point, I also believe we will see ICP become deflationary in the 2030s. So not 2029, but in the 2030s. I have a lot of confidence that we would see ICP become deflationary, and it's possible, yeah, within the next 10 years. So, all right, it's January of 2024 as I'm making this video. Some of you are probably watching this in February, whatever. Maybe you're even watching it in the future, well beyond. I could see this happening by like 2034. I really could. But you never know. I'm in it. I'm in this for the long haul. I know a lot of you watching this video are in it for the long haul as well. There's a lot of growth, a lot of potential here, and I'm excited. I hope you are too. Otherwise, that is all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Also, my price projection chart is in the comment section, not in the comments, in the description of this video. Be sure to check that out. Smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in another video. Peace.